Welcome to the home of the DIY movement, where we build stuff and paint things.
Alright y'all, welcome back. Today is Monday, December 29th, 2025. Man, it's really windy outside. These doors are going to be rattling all day. Today what we're going to do is we're taking all this shit out of my trunk and replacing it with some better quality stuff, man. As far as the Blackmagic setup, dude, it's been nothing but a disappointment. From here up, so far. Motors and gears, no issues to report, but these dumps, man, 3 out of 4 of them seep down. I took them out, make sure there's no trash in them, clean them with brake cleaner, air blow, blew them with the air, cleaned them all out, put them back in, still leak, swap cartridges, from here to here. So then the leak went to this corner, and then this one started leaking too. Then the front started leaking. So 3 out of 4 seeped down. It's not the check valves, even though one of those was stripped right out the box. I would not recommend this setup to anybody that I know, and I will never give another dollar to Blackmagic. If you guys follow on Instagram, man, we had quite a chain of events on Saturday night. I was just posting, and man, I had so many. I had at least 3 dozen messages of people with similar experiences with that company, and I even had some words with Mr. OJ. I told him the parts are shit. I told him the machining is shit. And, he went back and forth, and, I don't even remember. I deleted all the messages. Unfortunately, Mr. OJ is unable to see anything that I post on Instagram anymore. But that being said, we're going to be replacing the dumps and replacing the checks and hardlining their returns, and we're going to be redoing the rack. So on top of crap parts, they also have exceptionally terrible customer service, man. And I know I'm not alone, because I have a lot of people that said similar things. They've spent more money and just bad. So we're gonna go from bad to good on this video right here. We're gonna be doing something different. What we have here, all 1/2-inch fittings. These are 1/2-inch Parker check valves. These are 1/2-inch Parker flow controls, also in the Lowrider world called color bands. It's all 1/2-inch. We got 1/2-inch tube nuts. We're going to be hardlining it with 1/2-inch. But these right here are I'm going to try and experiment here. I've had a lot of people ask me what brand are these. These are Hydroforce dumps. They're very similar to a Delta. They function the same. They're used in heavy equipment, John Deere stuff, forklifts, whatever. I got them from a guy on eBay, wholesaler. I got 4 of them plus 2. We're gonna see what they do. We're not looking for so much performance, I would say. We just want reliability. Reliability meaning no seeping down. The Parker check valve should take care of that, along with these new dumps, which I want to address that. In the lowrider world, these are called dumps. Everywhere else outside of lowriders are called solenoid valves. So you guys can take that information and do whatever you want with it. I really didn't want to go Chinese Deltas, so I went something different. And what's unique about these is they are 2 ways. So you have to tee them off. But they are Boss SAE number 8 O-rings. They're not pipe thread. I really like that. They're 1/2-inch. And they use a little WeatherPack MetriPack connector built in, which is already how I wired up the dumps that are in the car. So all I gotta do is unplug those, plug these right in. When I bought these, when I was looking, I wanted something that looked similar, like it belonged in the trunk, I guess you can say. They got some heavy equipment stuff that looks like it belongs on heavy equipment. And I just kind of wanted something that would give the look and mainly the performance, I guess, or can deal with the pressures or whatever, which really on this 48 volts is not a whole lot. So it's the same thing essentially. It functions the same. They're 12 volt. They're 12 volt, not 24. So they're heavy. Allegedly, they're made in USA. Here's the information on them. And these are Hydroforce brand, man. And I think they look decent. You know, I like the little machining here. Something different than just a square. You know, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I've personally never ran Hydroforce, but I've read about them. And they've been around a long time, so it's kind of an alternative, man. You know, the thing is, like these equipment, this hydraulic equipment, none of this stuff is designed to be used in a car. I mean, it all has a purpose somewhere else. We just happen to use them in the car. Like, for example, this piece right here, that's not designed for an automobile. This is not designed for an automobile. This is not designed for an automobile. These aren't, you know. This battery cable is not designed for an automobile. So, you know, we've got to think outside the box, man. We're going to see what happens. We're going to give them a shot. If these fail, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just break down and buy ADEXs. But that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to rip this stuff out. We're going to put the accumulators on the cylinders. We're going to redo the rack. We're going to put the pumps up there. And that's the plan, man. We got half inch by 1/8 inch angle. And I got some scrap in the back. We should be able to make do with that. Bobby will be here any minute. But man, buyer beware, man. Go somewhere else. Don't go with these guys. That's all I gotta say.
Tech tip of the day. If you want to start saving money, start using search words like flow control, solenoid valve, metering valve, things like that. Get out of the Lowrider search engine and broaden your search, and you'd be surprised at the parts you can find for the prices you can find, especially in surplus sales or things like that.
It's 10:45 at night. We've been out here for almost 11 hours. No, 13 hours. But we finally finished for now. But man, what a day. So we made new racks. Okay, and I love them. Basically it's gonna be like this.
Simple.
1 battery, 2 battery, pump.
Yeah.
Okay, with the motor right here, because we have something in the works for the motors, for the end caps. And then all the plumbing dumped in the front, boom. So you don't really see any of it. So we made these, man. We spent like, I don't know, 3 hours maybe making them, rattle canned them, so I could feel like a kid again with the spray paint battery rack.
Oh yeah?
Drilled out and tapped the for the solenoids and all that. You know, made these little things, made them bolt in. Okay, so probably around what, like 6 o'clock, we started bolting them in.
Yeah.
We bolted them in, put the pumps in sideways. So imagine this pump right here turn sideways in front of the batteries, and the damn trunk hinge hit the stainless steel hardline because it's so tall. So then we sat here and looked at it for like an hour trying to figure out what we can do. We can either redo the rack, cut and weld again. We can possibly redo the hard lines. I got the tubing, I got the stuff to do it, but how and make it look good? Or we can use the racks that we already had. And that's what we opted for, is just use the racks we already have, because honestly those racks were made out of scrap stuff that I had in the back, so racks didn't cost me anything. So we reused the racks and we got them wired up and all that, and we just hit the switch like 15 minutes ago, and it's been locked up, and it's not leaking. It's holding.
Before it will leak, like
immediately. Yeah. This corner, I mean, even on the first install, like the first hit of the switch, this one was knocking, dropping down right off the gate.
All right.
These are holding. These are 12 volt. So we moved the voltage back to 12. Like I say, 1/2 inch Parker checks, all 1/2 inch fittings, 1/2 inch flow control slowdowns. But these dumps are off a damn front end loader or whatever heavy equipment you want to use, man. The downside to them is they're 2-port. They're not 3, so you have to tee them off. You can't run the pressure through them, which is good in a way, because you run the pressure through them, that's where your wear and tear comes in. Right now it's return side only. I like the plugs. The plugs are like weather pack connectors. Boom. Got a little dust boot. Plugs in. Snaps in place. Boom. So far they're holding. We're gonna know more. I mean, it's been holding for 20 minutes. We're gonna know more tomorrow morning. But these dumps are actually cheaper than the Chinese Deltas that are being sold today, man. So that's something to think about. Now I got them, you know, from a guy, but like if full retail for these dumps, they're like $100 versus the Chinese Deltas are like damn near that. But I like these because they're O-ring. They're number 8 SAE Boss O-ring. I like that. So we got a little swivel. We got some swivels here, so this thing could be broken down real easy. I'm not fully sold on the hard lines. They don't look bad. I mean, I'm gonna roll it like that, you know, until we figure something out again next time. But what you think, Bobby?
Well, you had to change it, right, to show the end caps. Well,
yeah, we got some end caps in the works. I mean, I would rather have them face the other way, but the hoses aren't long enough. So we can either do them face the other way and then bend our, you know, hard lines to a bulkhead and then connect the hoses. We can do that. You know, we just basically we did all this in a day. So I don't know why shops take so long or whatever, but we put the accumulators on the cylinders. I don't know if it's going to pick up.
I can't see it.
We moved those to the cylinders. That took some effort getting up in there, and we just got to put the hold downs on, man. So I guess I'm gonna bring you guys back tomorrow and see if this thing is still locked up. But what was crazy about this shit right here in the bucket is that sometimes it will stay locked up for 2, 3, even 4 days. Come back in on the 5th day, and the thing is leaning. Hit the switch up, starts leaning again, like immediately. Lock it up again, it'll sit for 3 days. Like totally random seepage, you know, from this shit. And it's just it's leaking oil just sitting there, you know what I mean? But you take a note of that part number, and these candles are available on Alibaba, so that tells you everything you need to know. Just a huge disappointment, man. They look good, they're shiny, but what good is shiny, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna bust that all down, get all the fittings off. I'm keeping the fittings for a rainy day. If anybody wants those dumps, man, discount. You know what I mean? But rack too, maybe. I mean, the rack is kind of universal. It's cute.
Then this is all scrap.
Yeah, it was made out of scrap.
So we had like a flat 3/8 or something.
Yeah,
would have been able to use it.
Yeah.
But since we use this big ass tubing from the backyard, made it too high.
It was sitting too high, too far forward. The hinge hit, but we put it together, man. Like I say, in a day. And it's holding, man.
So far.
So far. So I don't know, man. You know, sometimes people need to start thinking outside the box. Like I said in the intro, man, they're not called dumps. They're called solenoid valves. You don't have to go to a specific lowrider vendor and order your parts, man. You can get these things, like I say, they're used on heavy equipment, man. These check valves, they're used on heavy equipment. These are not even called slowdowns, dude. Like, that's a lowrider terminology. If you start broadening your search for what they're actually called in the industry, you're gonna find yourself saving money. Big time. Big time.
What about these China 90s? They ain't even 90s.
No, you know, I bought these from discounthydraulichose.com. What I like about them is you can browse their website, you can add stuff to your cart, you can really dial in exactly what you need, and for me, I get it in like 3 days. That's what I like about them, but they do say China on them. So for lane play, it's fine. If you're really trying to hit big inches, you should probably get some Parker 90s, because I remember Justin told me they were blowing the fittings apart. So
Justin, KC Riding, what was it? Or?
Well, yeah, that crew, yeah. He said they blow the fittings apart, man. But like I say, man, you gotta broaden your search, and you're gonna find yourself saving money. I'm not gonna say what I paid for these, but they were less than half of a Chinese Delta.
A fraction of the cost.
And they're holding just fine, and they drop down just fine. So I don't know, and they don't look that bad. You know what I mean? They got this little fancy machining right here. I don't know what that's for, but
we should see if their dildos fit around them. That little,
they probably do. The candle covers.
The dildo covers, yeah.
It's the same type of valve, so possibly, but could be onto something, man. I mean, like I say, man, you just gotta think outside the box, man. Even buying stuff like hoses, you don't gotta go to a specific lowrider shop. You know what I mean? Like, just gotta think outside the box, man. Anyways, we're gonna come back in a couple days, see how this thing is sitting, follow up.
Yep.
All right, y'all, it's end of day. What's today? Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. It's been approximately 24 hours since our install of these Hydroforce dumps, and just got to clean up the wiring at some point. And so far, these things are holding pressure exactly as expected or hoped. Looking good. Love it so far. As far as the configuration of the pumps, it's not exactly what I intended, but it'll work for now. We'll redo them at some point here whenever we have nothing else to do. I really don't like how high things are, so one day I'll bust it open and redo it. But it's Parker check valves and the Hydroforce 1/2 inch two-way valve, 12 volt. So it's on the first battery. Anyways, man, what you guys think? Would you run these industrial grade hydraulic solenoid valves, aka dumps, in your car? Or would you stick to, you know, the typical deltas or Chinese deltas, or, you know, ADEX, ADEL? I get it. ADEXs are the shit. I've had them in the past, but this is a good alternative, man. Looks like it's holding pressure. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And y'all stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.